Okay, everybody, I'm live now, and I can do this. So, move this over here. There we go. Okay, so let's start off by doing this the right way here. And we're going to do April 20th and the 21st. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Again, sorry I'm late. I just lose track of time sometimes, but I am here. Okay, let's see what we can get. I'm going to move this table back so we don't keep hearing it knock up against stuff. There we go. Okay. I had... Hi, Lomez. How are you doing? And how was your weekend? Okay, shuffle these ones here. Good. My weekend was really good. Did some teaching. I do some mediumship and psychic teaching. Hey, Liz, how you doing? And that went well. I did a class it was yesterday. Don't know why I was having a hard time with that, but it was. But good to see you here, Liz. How was your weekend? Oh, there we go. There we go. I am. I'm doing great. Just had my teaching yesterday, and it went well. Got an in-person session lined up, and that will be good. Hi, buddy0803. If you guys want to like the video and then subscribe, and I can give you a one-card reading after we're done with these generals. So just like and subscribe, and I can do that for you, okay? I'll put you on a list right here. How's it going, buddy? Okay, so we had... Thank you very much, and Lomez. If you do that too, I can put you on the list. So I'll do this right here. We got Buddy, and then we have... It's going good for me too. It's going good for me too, buddy. It's was a fun weekend. I got to do some teaching. I do mediumship and psychic teaching, so let's do this here. Okay. All right, you guys are on the list. So now we'll just get into doing these generals. I just do 2 days in advance. And then after I do the generals, then I can go to your questions. So let's get the generals out of the way here. So guys, piles 1, 2, or 3. And I will start dealing the cards here. Let's do 2 of these. Let's do 2 of these. And then here we go. So I have 3 piles. You guys can pick if you want. If not, I'll just start with the first one. That's okay too. Let's do one of those. Thank you, Lomez. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see what we get here. Let's just start with pile 1. Liz said 3. All right, we did have let's do 3. That's okay, Liz. There will be time today if you want to ask your question. You just let me know. You let me know when you're ready to ask that question, okay? All right, so we have the thinking woman, followed by 6th chakra Archangel Metatron in reverse here. 10 of Wands in reverse. And the 6 of Wands in reverse. So this energy here for the third pile, thinking woman, Wands in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse. So we're holding off celebrating. We're holding off putting off. We're holding off doing something that could be celebratory. Possibly even thinking along the lines of not yet, this isn't the time. I feel like we're holding off on living until things kind of hit this perfect stride. And then once that happens, then we can live, then we can be relaxed, then we can be calm. So that's what I'm seeing here. The 10 of Wands being in reverse could be a burden that's been lifted for sure. But then when I see the 6 of Wands in reverse, things are going your way, but yet we're not celebrating this kind of enjoyable time in our lives. I feel like this is something where we're going back. We need to look at what kind of transpired for us to be where we're at now. And even if things aren't moving quite the way we would want them to, there is still a lot of good energy that's coming about from this. The 6th chakra Archangel Metatron, though, okay, one in reverse. Hi, Kiru, how you doing? How was your weekend? So the 6th chakra Archangel Metatron in reverse. This card, to me, I was seeing at first, I was seeing like a clay figure, and then now I'm starting to get a headache. So there's definitely something here with psychic activation. When we have this right here, mine was great. Kiru, mine was really good. I did another teaching session. So I taught, this time I taught mediumship, and I taught like the foundational part of mediumship. So it went good. It went really good. But I'm being shown a clay figure, and from this clay figure, I'm feeling like we need to mold our own path, and we need to not be afraid. And the reason why I'm being shown a clay figure, we can do whatever we want with that clay figure. We can make it into something that looks like a human if we want, or it can be an animal, or it can be something out of our imagination. But I feel like life right now is very malleable, and we can take that energy and turn it into anything we want to turn it into. So it's a good time right now to practice manifestation. And that's just putting stuff out in the universe and letting it happen. Instead of forcing anything to happen, we're letting things happen. We're not holding on tightly to a desired outcome. We're letting all possibilities come to us. And whatever gets us where we need to go, we're going to appreciate it for that. So that's what I'm seeing. That's definitely what I'm seeing there. Okay. Let me do this here. I'm just going to put these cards away. And let's do this one. Let's put this one back. Okay. All right, now let's do the first one here. So, and again, this is for Tuesday. This is for tomorrow. So we have anxiety, okay. Community in reverse. Let's see here. I'm trying to see something. Okay. So we have anxiety, we have community in reverse, the Tower card, and the Page of Coins. Okay. So all of those kind of right together, anxiety, community in reverse, the Tower card, and then the Page of Coins. So going into a new position, starting over, okay, there could be a Taurus individual as well. It could be more Earth sign, but this is the ending of something so that something else can come up better. And this could be the ending of friendships, but I do feel like this is more to do with physical business, like a financial kind of endeavor. When I see community in reverse, this could be losing out on something and gaining something else in return. So maybe losing out on people that were never like really there for us and gaining people that would actually be there for us. But the anxiety that comes with the Tower card is that we're resisting this process. And it's hard to lean into something like this because this is a lot of energy, but I feel like we are resisting it. And we're actively trying to look for ways to convince ourselves that it's not happening. And I feel like the best thing we can do moving forward is let ourselves be the student again so that we can learn and realize that there's nothing wrong with being the student. There's nothing wrong with being the teacher either, but sometimes we have to take different roles and we have to try different things. This is for the week. Well, this is for Tuesday and Wednesday right here, Kiru. So I just do these Tuesday and Wednesday. And then on my next one, I'll do Thursday and Friday. And then on my next one, I'll do Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So that's usually what I do when I do my lives. So just for 2 days. You're welcome, Kiru. You're very welcome. So that's what I'm getting here. There could be the start of a new business. I do feel like there could be something that could be dominating this kind of energy. So that's what I'm seeing. That's okay. It's usually when it's for someone's question, I'll repeatedly say their name and then I'll kind of go into that. I'll try to. And I usually talk back and forth. When I'm doing this, it's kind of like I'm monologuing. I'm just reading the cards. Hopefully that makes sense, Kiru, because that's usually how I try to do things. If I'm doing it for the person, I usually ask questions. So, okay, so let's move on to this one here. Good. Hopefully that explains things. Still getting the hang of all this, so I'm trying my best to kind of settle into a routine so that I can understand it and then change things up if I need to, if things get to a point that I don't like, but so far it's been going good. Okay. So last pile for Tuesday. Adjacent possibilities in reverse. Contract in reverse. You're okay, Kiru. Don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. Just the fact that you're here, I appreciate that. The Magician, and let's see. Yeah, we got the Magician. And then we have the High Priestess, which is right here. So this deck I'm using is Legacy of the Divine Tarot. This is a deck I haven't used for a little while, so if you guys like the artwork on that one. So if we look at this here, we look at this card, we see the High Priestess is about psychic ability, but we'll see she's holding parchment and then she's holding a pomegranate right there. And to me, when I look at the pomegranate, despite the fact that I view it as kind of like a royalty food or something, the pomegranate is all these little arrows, these little sections of, it's making my mouth water. Pomegranates are good, but there are these little sections that are self-contained that each have their own kind of individual purpose or their own kind of knowledge. And I feel like the best thing that we can do now is sort of assimilate or absorb the lessons that we've learned and put them into everything. So things that we learn from spirituality practices like meditation or dream analysis or reading cards or doing astrology, whatever it happens to be, those things can actually go into other areas of our life where it requires dedication, focus, desire, and we can focus on an outcome there. But when I see the High Priestess next to the Magician, there's a lot of energy here, and it's strong manifestation energy, but you've blocked yourself off. When I see adjacent possibilities here, okay, adjacent possibilities in reverse, I feel like I've blocked myself off, and the reason why I see contract in reverse, hold on. The reason why this one is in reverse is I feel like there could be a broken promise here. That's what I'm seeing. And yeah, Liz, I'm still going to do the classes. It's taking me a little bit longer to get stuff organized than I thought it would. So I'm trying to get things organized. I'm trying to work through that. And then once that is ready, I will message, I think there's you and I think there's 5 other people that have signed up for the class. And whoever gets their spots first, I want to have 10 people attend the class at least. 10 people sounds good. It's not too much and it's not too little. So that's what I'm hoping. But we'll see. I'm still going to be pushing the classes. I just get kind of overwhelmed easily. And so I'm trying to focus on getting things out there, because I do this 3 times a week, or I want to. I haven't done it yet, and then I do my physical class, and then I have a reading on, I'm thinking Wednesday. And so I'm trying to figure out how to schedule everything, but I would probably do Saturday for our classes that are online, like the Zoom classes. Hopefully that explains it, Liz. I haven't talked about it for a second. But for this energy here, right here, I want us to look at manifesting, and we said this earlier, I want us to look at manifesting in a way where we're just letting things happen instead of thinking that it has to happen a particular way. So for Tuesday, I feel like we need to just let go, because that's what the energy is saying here. Just let go. Don't try to turn it into something it's not, because that's not going to help you in the long run. Let things happen the way they're supposed to happen, and with minimal force or effort in that way. Go out there, use your willpower, use your sense of what was I going to say? Just go out there, use your willpower, use whatever you have at your disposal to get what you want to an extent, but realize there's times where you're going to make a lot more progress by letting things kind of coast or glide than you would by trying to control everything. Sometimes we just have to let things go because we can't control them anyway. Okay, so let's go to Wednesday here, and let's see what we get. Okay, I'll shuffle the cards here. Yeah, I'll take my time, Liz. I just want to make sure that it's good, it's perfect. I've got some stuff. I've got some things ready for the classes, but I just need to get the rest of the course outlined. And I don't know if because I said 12 weeks at first, and I'm wondering if it'll be a 12-week course or I might just do a 6-week course for less. Obviously, it wouldn't be the 200, but I might just do a 6-week course because I feel like that could work a lot better. 12 weeks, my first time doing this, might be a little too much. So 6-week course might be the way to go. And then we can sort of touch on some different subjects besides just psychic development, which is what I want to do. Okay, let's shuffle these cards here. It'll be fun. It will be fun. Definitely. All righty. Oh, there we go. Let's do this. Remember, new subs, you guys get a card reading. So just let me know that you've liked and subscribed, and then I can add you to the list here. It's not a very big list right now, so. Okay. Let's do one more shuffle. They would be. I'd probably do 6 weeks on teaching psychic development. And then I would do probably 6 weeks on teaching mediumship development, because they are different. When we're talking about psychic ability versus mediumship, they're pretty different. Psychic ability is like, if you imagine it like this, hopefully this makes sense. Psychic ability is being able to see the background of someone. It's being able to read someone's aura that's still alive. And it's like seeing the background in an image. Mediumship is like, imagine if there was a subject in the foreground and you're reading that subject. That's what mediumship is. Mediumship is more advanced, and it's usually, mediumship is with a spirit that is no longer having a physical body. So psychic is, I'm connecting to you, I'm connecting to your energy, I'm looking at your story. Mediumship is, I'm connecting with someone in spirit. Hi, Sandra. If you want, you can like and subscribe, and I can add you to the list here, and we can go from there. And then I'll let you know when it is your turn for a question. So just like and subscribe and let me know that you did that, and we can do it. So I'm doing generals now. This is the last day right here. I'm going to do three card pick piles, three pick card piles, three. There's going to be three piles, and you can pick a card. Okay, let's do that. Oh, Sandra, okay. So if you're a subscriber, I can't remember. Did I do a question for you before? Have you already asked a question is what I'm trying to say. Shuffle this one more time. But yeah, Kiru, that's what I'm doing. You let me know if you'd be interested in taking those classes, and we can do that, but there's no pressure there. But yeah, just to help develop psychic ability and awareness. Okay, so if you did subscribe, I probably left without you getting an answer. So I'll put you on the list here. I've just subscribed but not able to ask. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. So Sandra, you are third down on the list. Okay. You are very welcome. All right. Yeah, anyone can develop psychic abilities, and anyone can develop mediumship, in my opinion. There's other people that think you can't develop mediumship. And for me personally, I don't think that's true. It's kind of like anyone could learn the piano, right? But not everyone's going to be a concert pianist, right? So that's something that I kind of put that into comparison with. Anyone can learn it, but the desire has to be there, and then you can take it further. If spirit can see your desire and they know your heart and they know kind of what you're doing this for, I feel like it's easier to connect with that energy. So that's what I felt. Alana Marsh, that is a good question. Yes, I have. I've had a mediumship reading. I've had a mediumship reading before. Hey, Red Sun, I'm doing the classes whenever I get enough people and whenever I have enough of an outline for it. I'm going to teach psychic ability and then go into mediumship. But that's kind of what I'm thinking. And I've had readings before. Thank you, Liz, for staying on top of things. So let's do this here. Yeah, I've had a reading from another person, a medium. It's hard for me to read myself, especially in an unbiased way. The best thing, I could, if I tried to read myself. Hi, let's see. Hi, I'm just going to call you DeLeon. I would horribly butcher your name. So if you want to like the video and then subscribe, I can add you to the list here. Well, that's what the class would be about, Kiru, is us honing in on the psychic part of it, kind of sharpening the tool, so to speak. Okay, so guys, pile 1, 2, or 3. I'm going to put these cards down. Okay. Let's do this here. Donations do take priority, absolutely. Okay, let's do this. Hi, Vandana Sharma. If you want to like and subscribe, yeah, that's possible. We can do it that way. But just like and subscribe, and I can put you on the list. Yes, you can. Danielle Taylor, yes, you can donate through Super Chat, absolutely. And then when I'm done doing this, whoever donates obviously gets priority first. No one's donated yet, so. But yeah, so let me do this here. So let's do pile 1. Thank you. Okay, I will put you down here. Thank you so much for the like and the subscribe. I really appreciate that. Let's put your name down. Okay. All right, we have 3 piles here, okay? I'm just going to grab them and start reading them. When we're done with these, I will start addressing questions. So you guys sit back, relax just for a little bit longer, and then we'll get into the questions. Okay, so this is for Wednesday. We have community. Thank you for subscribing and liking. Thank you. I appreciate that. And you're on the list too, so thank you so much. DeLeon, however you say your name. Community. And thank you for coming to the channel, guys. Everyone's being so nice, and I really appreciate that. We have Door to Romance in reverse. Okay. 10 of Wands in reverse again. This time in a different deck. And then we have 5 of Wands in reverse. Okay. So Wednesday could be a difficult time. Something that I could see here for Wednesday, if we're looking at this as more of a love reading. So there's community and then Door to Romance in reverse. So there could be a connection with somebody where we feel like we like this person. They may not like us in the same way that we like them. And so there's friendship, there's something there, but it's not necessarily, there's no chemistry, or there could be a lack of chemistry. When I see 10 of Wands in reverse, though, this could be something that frees us from constantly thinking the worst that could happen. Because I feel like expressing your feelings to someone and then them saying, oh, you know, that's very nice of you, but I'm not into you, kind of a thing. That can actually be a relief sometimes, because what I feel like will happen is we'll find out later this person isn't necessarily for us anyway through their behaviors or their actions. When I see 5 of Wands in reverse, it to me feels like this person can tend to be aggressive. If there's this love interest, this person could be a little more aggressive. Hi, Cookie Supreme. If you want, I can put you on the list here and just add you. All you have to do is like and subscribe on the video. And I can put you on the list here. So let me know when you've liked and subscribed. But that's what I'm seeing here. So be aware of energy that can be kind of aggressive in a way that doesn't make a ton of sense. Be aware of taking in your own sense of, I guess the best way I can describe it is take your energy and do whatever you can with it that feels comfortable. If someone else doesn't understand that, that's on them, okay? So let's do this here. Let's move these a little bit more. There we go. Okay. All right, and let's do these ones. Okay. Thank you so much, Cookie. So I will put your name on the list. Cookie Supreme is a very interesting name. I like it because it makes me think that it's going to be a really tasty dessert. A supreme cookie. All right, Door to Value in reverse. Deceit in reverse. Faith or the Hierophant in any other tarot deck. Oh, thank you, Lomez. Let me see here. Okay, thank you so much, Lomez. So you will be the first on the list. Donations do take priority. So let me put you up here. We'll do. Oh, okay. Where did you, oh, hold on. Maybe it's just taking a second to come through. Sorry, guys, one more second here. Hi, let's see. Delay on. I'm not getting it yet. I'm not getting your donation just yet. I'll check it here in just a second. But I'm just going to put Lomez up here at the top. Your donation hasn't come through just yet, but I will keep checking. Or no, never mind. I think it did, and I'm just being a... Okay, never mind. Your donation did come in. I'll put you on the list here. Sorry about that. So Lomez, and then... And then we have DeLeon right here. Thank you guys so much for the donations. I really appreciate that. That's awesome. Thank you. You guys are on the paid list, and I will address your questions here in just 1 second. Ace of Swords, okay? Followed by Faith, followed by Deceit, followed by Door to Value in reverse, okay? We're telling ourselves things that we don't want to hear. This, to me, when I see Ace of Swords, we're looking at focusing on ourselves in a new way mentally, okay? So this is really good right here. This is for Wednesday, the 21st, okay? This isn't anyone's reading yet. This is still just kind of the general readings. So Ace of Swords is a new way of thinking. Faith is going against or going with things. Let me see here. Yeah, so this is going with kind of the traditional sense of the my brain's getting foggy here. A traditional sense of belonging is the faith. So I feel like we're trying, or we're not trying anymore to fit in, and instead we're just going for it. The Door to Value in reverse and Deceit in reverse is kind of lying to ourselves about our own value. But we're starting to not believe that anymore. We're starting to see that we can actually put something out in the world, and we can feel a sense of safety with it. Even though it may be strange, or it may be kind of an oddball thing for us to do, that's kind of what came into my head was oddball, is there's a sense of power and there's a sense of pride in what we're doing. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling here. So ultimately, Wednesday, you could be tested. We could be hard on ourselves, but there could be a sense of things working out just fine, because we're finding a new way to look at things right here. So that's what I'm seeing here. And Cookie Supreme. Yes, I do play video games. I don't know if they are cool or not, as the kids would say, but I do tend to play a video game or two every now and again. I have been known to game. And here's what we got for the last pile, and then it's on to the questions with Lomez first, and then DeLeon second. Okay, the Temple Path in reverse. Okay, the Yin Yang. Don't know why I said the Yin Yang. That's weird, but okay. Page of Wands. And the Magician in reverse. So here's what I'm getting here. So the Magician in reverse, Page of Wands. Upright, we could have a Sagittarius individual coming in on Wednesday. This person, I feel like the person could mean well, but there could also be a tendency towards control. When I see the Temple Path in reverse, maybe this person is encroaching on our spiritual evolvement or our spiritual enlightenment, or maybe this person wants us to stay in the path that we're in. When we have the Magician in reverse, this is someone who could be manipulative. So when I see the Page of Wands, it could be someone that's manipulative, but they don't necessarily know what they're doing. That doesn't mean that they're not manipulative, though. There could be something with that going on. Again, and it could be a Sagittarius or an Aries or a Leo individual here. The yin-yang card, though, is that this person will test you, and they will definitely test your patience, and they will test your sense of self. So that's what I'm seeing here, is that there's going to be kind of a testing period going on for Wednesday. And the test of self is going to be an interesting thing, because this is going to be coming into a place where, hi, Rada, how are you doing? Coming into a place where I'm feeling that things are going to be a little bit tricky for us. And my eyes are starting to hurt a little bit, or this eye's starting to hurt a little bit. So I think something on Wednesday, something subconscious will come up where someone can see it and they can see that we're visibly triggered. And I feel that that's going to create a sense of, like, it's going to be hard for us to handle, but knowing this kind of information will help us handle it a little bit better. Just let yourself stay in that sense of power. How was your weekend, Rada? Hopefully it was good. I am doing great. I am doing just fine. It's good to have you on here. Okay, so Lomez, do you want to ask your question? And Cookie Supreme, Godzilla all the way on that one. Maria, if I can remember right, you subscribed and I didn't answer your question last time. Is that right? I can't remember for sure. Yeah, I would go for Godzilla. I mean, you have atomic fire breath or whatever. Godzilla. Did I answer the question then? Okay. Okay, never mind. There was another Maria, if I can remember. Okay. See, that's going. Good. Well, I'm glad to have you back, Maria. Okay, so Lomez, do you want to ask your question, and then I can address it for you? And then delay on next. I can address your question too. I am just going to take a sip of water here. How was your weekend, Maria? And if for some reason Lomez isn't here for just a second, mine was good. I got to teach a class on mediumship development and a little bit of the psychic development, but now we're moving into the mediumship. Okay, there we go. Will you come in union with JJC? Please and thank you. Will you come in union? So let's do this right here. Hold on a second. There it is. Okay. Favorite cartoon, I would say, because I'm going to be shuffling these cards just for a second here, and then Lomez, I'll address your question. So these right here are true love. These are the true love reading cards. Okay, so I'm going to answer your question with these. So Full Metal Alchemist was good. I like animes. I like some animes. I haven't watched hardly any in years, but Steven Universe is good. Adventure Time's good. those are the kinds of stuff I watch. Sometimes Family Guy. We will address it right here. Will you come in union with JJC? Will Lomez come in union with JJC? Let's see. Lomez come in union with JJC. Lomez come in union with JJC. Okay. Let's do a couple more shuffles here. Lomez come in union with JJC. Okay. So the first thing I get is, this. Rainbow Reviver. Okay. It's the first card I get, and I'll read all these together. I'm just going to show you what I got. Then I got the Distorted Masculine. Okay. Distorted Masculine. Then I get Resolving Conflict in Reverse. So Lomez here. Did something happen? Was there a conflict? Was there a fight that happened here, or an argument? Did something happen to kind of disturb the connection between you two? Just let me know, Lomez, when you get the. I don't know if you're behind on the time when I'm talking to you, but I'll try and get some psychic information too. There was a pain in my wrist on my right side, so I feel like this person can be possibly pretty stubborn, maybe controlling. I'm not sure, but it definitely feels like there's something there. When I see Resolving Conflict in Reverse, it feels like something happened to split things up even further, or to have it be harder to connect with this person. And I generally like to talk and kind of get your insight. Again, I don't know how far along you are, or if you're behind on this, Lomez, but if you can give me some details here. Yeah, the Resolving Conflict in Reverse next to the Rainbow Reviver. Hello, Kashika. If you guys want to like and subscribe, and then let me know that you've subscribed, I can put you down on the list here. So just let me know that you've done that, and then I can do a card reading for you. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, Kashika, just like and subscribe, and then I can put you on the list here. And then when I say your name, you can ask your question. Donations do get priority, but let's see here. Thank you, Kashika. Okay. Okay, so I'll just go on for the rest of this reading then. You're not together, but there's a strong. Okay, so that's why we're getting this. Okay, Resolving Conflict in Reverse. The Distorted Masculine, though, came up. So is this someone who, would you say they're controlling? Okay. Just give me 1 second, guys. Someone came in here and... Okay. No, he kept to himself, but can feel what he felt. Okay. Thank you, Liz. Yeah, so the Rainbow Reviver, resolving conflict. I do feel like there could be a union here, but there is a separation. Obviously, that's what you're saying if you're asking that question. So let me see. Let me see what's going on with that here. So let's ask this question. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, we're under attack from a bot here, so just give me a second. Okay. So let me do this here. I do feel like there's going to be a resolution, though, Lomez, so let me see when that will happen. Okay, so that makes sense, the controlling. So when I say there's a bot, there is someone that's coming in here with a very inappropriate name, and they keep trying to send messages. They've sent quite a few right now, so that's what I mean by there's a bot. There's someone coming in here and spamming messages. Okay. So let me do this again here. Just to work around the same place, but my job closed, but can still feel him. Yes, he is controlling. Okay, so are you wanting, if this person's controlling, is this really who you would want to be with? I'm curious, Lomez. I'll let you know when it's your turn, Kashika. You're down on the list a little bit here, but I'll let you know when it's your turn, okay? Thank you for asking if you can ask instead of just asking. I appreciate that. But I'll let you know. I'll get to your question here in a little bit. Because there's this right here. Oh. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Radha. You're very sweet. Okay, hold on. Thank you, Radha, for doing that. I appreciate that. If someone's in need, we can do a little bit more of a reading for them. I appreciate you donating. That was very kind. Sorry, that bot coming in here is kind of ruining things. So I'm trying to do the best I can. Okay, so I get this card in reverse. Okay, this is connection in reverse. And this, to me, so I feel like there can be a reunion between you and this person. I do feel like that could happen. But if they're controlling, possibly manipulative, would you want that to happen? Is kind of what I'm feeling here. Because we get the distorted masculine. So someone who feels like they're more manly when they control instead of letting things happen. Someone who's insecure, someone who's not necessarily the nicest person, especially with the control part. And especially if you feel like you have to kind of go in and see what their emotions are rather than them telling you what's going on with themselves. That's what I'm seeing here. So I feel like you could. Okay, hold on again. Okay. Hold on a second again here. Okay. Cookie, when it's your turn, you can ask a question. Right now, though, no. So Lomez, you both balance each other in a way. Okay. Let me see here what else I can get. Let's see. Hold on. I'm really sorry, you guys. Okay. Man. Okay, so give me a second here to collect myself. So you feel like you balance each other out, Lomez. And I feel like that could definitely be the case, but I do feel like there's a tendency towards this person to control. So we'll address the rest of this here. I'm going to grab my other cards, and I'm going to see what's going on exactly. So hold on. I do feel like there will be a union again, but if the person's controlling and has the distorted energy, I feel like you could possibly look at there. Let's see. He is more in control of his emotions and saying what he feels, but does show he cares. Okay. All right. So let me see. Let me see when the unification could happen again here. Just let me do this. Okay. All righty. Let's see what we can do. I feel like something could happen in July. Could be more of a July thing, Lomez here. So let me see what else I can get, though. Okay. I feel like there could be a connection with this person happening in July. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be exactly the way I would envision it. I get second chakra, Archangel in reverse, and financial constraints in reverse. So it could be maybe meeting this person at like a social thing. I feel like there could be some sort of social gathering going on. But I feel like the best thing here, because we get the strategy card as well, I feel like the best thing to do here would be for you to kind of let things play out until around the July time. I would say July, August, so it could be mid-July to, I would say, sometime in August, and there could be a connection, and the connection is just going to be them reaching out to you again as a possibility. But I do feel that there's a blockage in the connection, right? Where there was a connection, it's not as strongly there. And if you want this person to possibly come back, I would say to live your life in the best way you can. And then hopefully this person can come back in your life if that's what you want to do. But that's what I'm seeing. Just let the person do whatever it is they're doing, and we can go from there. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing here. So hopefully that helps answer your question. Around July to August is what I was seeing. So hopefully that helps to answer your question. Cookie, you're down on the list a little ways. You are, let's see, about 3 or 4 down on the list. So not quite yet. Plus I'm doing donation questions right now. So does that help you, Lomez? Yeah, we'll see if we can get to your, I'm sure we'll get to your question. Don't worry. But right now I'm just doing the paid readings, and then whoever came into the channel first, then I go into the free readings that way. So DeLeon, are you there? If so, you can ask your question. And thank you again, Lomez and DeLeon, for donating, and Rada for putting up her money too. I really appreciate that, you guys. Helps me to keep doing this, so I really, really appreciate that. You're very welcome, Lomez, and thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate that. Very, very kind of you. Yes, you are. You are next. Go ahead and ask your question, DeLeon. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Good. I'm glad it helps. I am so glad. Job reading for your boyfriend. Okay, so let's do an energy card reading here. Well, I'll leave that right here. So we're going to do the energy cards right here, and I'll see what I can get. Job reading for your boyfriend. Okay. Let's see what we can find out here. Okay. Delay on. Let's see what we can get here. Job reading for boyfriend. So, DeLeon, here's what I get. I get Angel of Strength in reverse. Okay. Hostilities in reverse. And then 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel right here. This one's upright. So I'm going to ask you some questions. Hopefully that's okay, and then we can go from there. So, Angel of Strength in reverse and hostilities in reverse. Is your boyfriend someone who's pretty meek and mild, kind of timid? Kind of a timid energy? I'm just curious with this, because when I see Angel of Strength in reverse, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay. Okay. So this card right here is 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Okay. The 5th chakra is about self-expression. To me, this is self-expression. This is setting boundaries. What needs to happen is your boyfriend needs to say what they will and will not tolerate. So if people are pushing them around, if people are being mean or just trying to tear them down, they need to stand up for themselves. And they need to set boundaries. And that can take time to do. But from these cards right here, and we'll go a little more into this, of course, but from these cards right here, this person needs to stand up for themselves and set boundaries and say things they will and will not accept. And I know in a job situation that can be hard because maybe the boss or the other workers that have worked there longer can be bullying this person. But there needs to be somewhere where this person is standing up and taking charge. And that takes time. But that's what I'm seeing so far. So does that make sense? I'll draw some more cards here, but that's what I'm getting so far. Okay. Let's do this here. Oh. They are limiting him. Okay. Let me see what's going on that way. So what's going on with DeLeon's boyfriend in the final here? So we get the garden and the gate and attachment in reverse. So when I see, and both of these are in reverse. So garden and the gate and attachment is in reverse. So did this person leave their past job to find a new one, and then similar things are happening in this job too? Is it kind of the same situation that's following this person around from the former job to this job? Kind of a lack of self-respect, or maybe not self-respect, but a lack of appreciation from the company? So that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. So struggling is what I'm feeling, what I'm hearing. And then we get the community card here, and then the number 13 popped into my head pretty strong. I don't know if this person got their job on the 13th of this month or if it was something else. The number 13 came up. I'm not sure if that has any significance. The main thing that I'm feeling, though, is that this person needs to stand up for themselves. And the way they can do that is they need to work on kind of what they will and won't allow. I feel like it's a strong, it's kind of a correlation of how this person was possibly treated in childhood. And now they're letting that become something in the job environment where they feel like they can take a little less, as in they're being treated lesser than, let me put it that way. Let me see what else I can get here. Are they looking for something? I'm just going to throw this out there because it's what I'm getting. Delay on. Are they looking for something closer? Do they have to commute to where they go to work? I'm just curious. Because the word driving came up, like driving a car or driving or something like that. So I was wondering if that was part of it. Move this over here. Okay. Okay, yes. Okay, the drive isn't the issue. Okay. The lack of appreciation or the lack of, okay, that makes sense. Let me do a little more here. I feel like this person, I get a sense that this person's kind. I feel like this person tries to do their best. But I feel like they do bend over backwards to try to help other people or maybe to please other people. And that can be something that's difficult. I feel like this person would go out of their way, like really, truly go out of their way to help somebody. But other people don't necessarily show them the same kind of treatment. And I get a sense that that can be very isolating or very defeating for this person. I absolutely can. Yes. Let me see what I can get. Let me move this over. On his finances for the new future. Oh, for the near future. Near future. So let me put these back. And then we can absolutely do that. All right, let's use these cards here. Let me just shuffle these up, and we'll do it this way. I'll do 1 month. I'll do 3 cards, okay? The first card is going to be a month from now, what the finances are going to be like. The second card is going to be 2 months from now, and the third card is going to be 3 months from now. What would I be streaming on Thursday, Cookie? I do my lives Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Usually, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'm not doing anything usually. I don't think I will be streaming on Thursday. I don't do any video game streaming. Okay, so like I said, first month, 1 month, 2 months, and 3 months. So that should be the near future. Hopefully 90 days from now would still be classified as the near future. So let's look. So 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. So 1 month from now, this would be from now to May 19th. The next one is from May 19th to June 19th. And then this last one is June 19th to July 19th. So let's see what this one is. Page of Wands in reverse. So I feel like this could be they're still new at the job, or something's going on here where I feel like they're not being seen for their abilities, or they're not being appreciated. And we've already addressed that, but that's what I'm seeing. Page of Wands in reverse. I feel like they're not giving the new guy a shot, is something that I feel. So finances might be a little tight from April 19th to May 19th. But let's look at May 19th to June 19th. This is the Devil card, okay? So around May 19th to June 19th, this person could be going over some life lessons, some tough lessons. They could also maybe be dealing with, around this time, addictions, possibly trying to get over them. When I see but alternatively, there's another way to read this too. If they're a Capricorn, it could mean actually really good things. I don't know, DeLeon, if your boyfriend is a Capricorn or not, but if I'm reading it as them not being a Capricorn, this to me is getting over vices or seeing what's limiting us. So around May 19th to June 19th, this could be something where we're becoming we're becoming less limited in our way of thinking, but possibly through kind of difficult means is what I would say. Because there could be escaping addiction, there could be something going on here where we're looking at trying to work through things that could be difficult, like life lessons or karmic lessons. So from May 19th to June 19th, I still feel like the money's going to be a little tight, okay? Again, so let's look at June 19th to July 19th. Okay, this is good. So June 19th to July 19th, we have this person right here. And they're pulling. This is the Three of Wands card. And generally, this is a good card. It means that there could be teamwork. There could be something going on with the project. And I feel like this person could start to be making strides at around this time. Because this is upright. The Three of Wands is upright. So I feel like 90 days from now, so July 19th, I do feel like things would be getting better for this person if they stuck with this job. I feel like things could be getting better. And possibly people will be seeing the hard work that this person puts in. And there can be a sense of like, oh, okay, we actually like having this person here. And they bring something special to the cause or the company. So that's what I'm seeing. Hopefully, delay on that helps answer your question. Okay, so did that help you, DeLeon? So I don't want to jump to the next reading without seeing if that helped. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. Okay, so first up on the list here, Buddy, are you there? So read that one. Hi, Irina, how are you doing? I feel like you were on the last YouTube live I did. Hopefully your weekend was good. Hopefully everyone's weekend was good. Did you, Rena, did you already like and subscribe? I think you did. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I think you did the last time. I think you liked and subscribed last time. Yeah, I was, okay, that's what I thought. Okay, that's what I was thinking. Did I address your question? Did I answer the question that you had? Okay. All right. I was just making sure. Thank you for being honest with me. Okay, Sandra, are you there? Okay, no Sandra for right now. Vandana, are you there? Or Vandana? Vandana. Well, good for you, Cookie Supreme. That would be the 22nd. I think that's what it is. 22nd. Thursday. Hopefully you have a happy birthday. Okay, Cookie, your question. You're up. If you want to ask your question. And Liz, are you still there? Awesome, Liz. Okay. Liz, you can get ready to ask your question after Cookie Supreme, but Cookie, is that your question? I have no idea what playing piggy means. So, Rena, if you want to do something, we can do, if you want to do $5, we can do that through either the chat or the super chat or through PayPal. Oh, that's your question. No, I don't know what piggy is, and I haven't played it. It sounds interesting, though. Okay, Liz, we can do that. So let's see. Kashika, are you there? I do not, Cookie Supreme. I don't watch Game Tunes. I don't know what that is. All right, Liz. Well, and yeah, Rena, if you want to, like I said, you can do a donation-based thing, and then I can look into a general for you. I do the first question free, but then after that, you know, if you felt like what you got from me was good, was a good, you know, kind of reading, then yeah. If you felt like it was a good reading, hopefully it would be okay for you to pay me for another reading in the future. So that's kind of what I do. I haven't even played Among Us yet. I've heard it's a fun one. Haven't played that one. Okay. So there is nobody else in line for right now. So Liz, if you would want to ask your question now, we could do that. There's nobody else in line for a question. I just went through all the names, and so nobody else is in line. That's up to you, Liz, though, if that's what you want to do. But those over. Those right there. Put these right here. Thank you, Liz. I appreciate that. You can leave whenever you want, Cookie. You asked your question, you can leave or stay or whatever it is you want to do. If you do decide to go, though, I appreciate you stopping by, and hopefully I get to see you again sometime. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Liz. Let me do this really quick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, so will your Libra take any action towards you? Let's look. Let's do the love cards and see what we get. Is this the same Libra we were talking about that was? Okay, so let's do it like this. So you don't know what to ask. You want to know if he'll do something. So let's do. Let me stretch here for a second. So let's just ask, what will. The best thing we can do is let's ask, what will your Libra that you were talking about, what action will they take with you? And from there, we should be able to see if it's any action at all or if it's anything. Basically, we're sort of putting the question out there. So let's see what we get here. Well, let's see here. Will the Libra take any action towards you? So I'll draw two cards here. Let's draw two cards here. Will he take action towards you? And then what will the action be? And then we can address it a little bit. Will he take action towards you? What will the action be? Okay, will he take action towards you? What will the action be? Okay, so here's what I get. It's sexuality and boundaries right here. So that to me is saying that, will they take any action towards you? I feel like in a way that it could be you setting boundaries. Neither one of these is in reverse though. So is this someone who comes on strong usually? The sexuality and the boundaries here, I feel like there could be something here. Hopefully that's making sense, Liz. If not, I mean, we can go more into this and we will, but that's what I'm feeling, is that it's going to be more Hi, Pooja. I can put you on the list if you want to like and subscribe. Then we can do that. Just like and subscribe, and I can put you on the list here. And just let me know when you've liked and subscribed, so that way I know for sure. Okay. So you've been friends for years. All right. Let me see what else I can get here. You're the first person on the list. So after I'm done with Liz's reading, you would be the first person on the list. Okay, so let's do this, Liz. I got these energy cards here. No, let's stay with the love cards. So I have these love cards here in front of me. We have the sexuality and the boundaries. So we're going to do this. I'm going to do 2 cards, okay? And I'm going to draw these ones here, Liz, and we're going to go into that. So the first question is going to be, or the first card is going to be, thank you, Pooja. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. So the first question we're going to address is going to be, I had it in my head. Let me see here. You say you're tired of all the waiting. So the first question will be, what will happen if this person decides to do something with me? And the other one will be, what will happen if I decide to do something, which means kind of walking away from the situation. So what will happen if they try to reach out to me? I get the gardener in reverse. Oh. I don't know if Pooja donated. I think they just liked and subscribed. But then this one here, the gardener, then we have this one here. And it comes back to this. So this is you doing your own thing, and it's reparenting yourself. The gardener was in reverse, which to me means that it's to me this means that it's going to be a situation where this person is going to be changing, or this person is not going to be changing. This person's going to be doing something where I feel like you're going to be trying to get them to start something for a very long time, and you already have, because the gardener is in reverse, right? So this person probably likes to plant the ideas of romance, or this person probably likes to flirt, or maybe they try to do that kind of a thing. I'm not really sure. Maybe there's even been some intimacy. Again, not really sure. But what I feel is that this person doesn't know how to take things to the next level. And even if they are changing, I feel like you waiting for something that maybe couldn't happen would be, you usually don't stop. You know what I mean? You usually don't stop being toxic. And I get reparenting yourself if you do your own thing. And so this to me is, when this person isn't around you, it gives you time to heal your own wounds. But when this person's around you, I feel like there's a distraction, because this person you'll deal with a bunch of new issues. They won't be yours necessarily, but I feel like I'm on a hamster wheel. I feel like it's been something that's been going on, and I feel kind of stuck. So I do feel like it's still going to be kind of a toxic situation, and I feel like this person's going to continue to test boundaries. They may be changing, but that's what I'm feeling. For sure, that's what I'm feeling. They may say they're changing. So basically, if someone comes up to you and they say they're changing, it's something where usually it's incredibly rare. It's incredibly rare that people, if they're toxic, they change. It can happen, but it's so rare that the best thing for us to do is kind of do our own thing and then hope for the best for ourselves. And then, if something happens and they do change, great, but don't plan on that. Don't have that be a course of action. I would say, Liz, be tired of waiting and take yourself and do something that you want to do, because I don't feel that this person would be the right match. Okay. Does that help answer the question, Liz, then, for you? Okay, awesome. Well, thank you, Liz, and I appreciate the donation too. I really, really appreciate the donations. They are always helpful. And you've been doing a good job moderating too. Right. Don't get your hopes up with this, because it's, in fact, I'll just do this. So let me go right here. Okay. I made you a moderator for the channel, Liz. So just so that you know, you've been doing really good with the like and subscribe and that kind of stuff. I really appreciate you helping out. And again, thanks for the donation to the channel. You've been here every time I've been live, and I just appreciate that. So, okay. Okay, so Pooja, would you want to have your question here? I'm just trying to help out. You've been awesome. I'm glad. And Radha, thank you for being so nice too. Okay, Pooja, so why did you face a 2-year delay in your work? Why is it in a standstill? So let's look at that here. Not moving forward at all. So what happened? Let's do these cards here, Pooja, where we're looking at doing the, well, I won't have that be the card you see. Okay, we're looking at doing energy cards. So let's see what we can get energetically. All right. Yeah, I appreciate any of the help I can get doing this. When you go on your, when you're doing your spiritual journey, when you're doing that kind of stuff, help along the way is always, always appreciated. I really appreciate that. Okay, let's do this here. Yes, they are. Everyone is very sweet. We've got a good community of people, and it'll just get bigger and bigger the more we keep going. So let's extend that community. But let's focus on, let's see, Pooja's question here. Why did you face a 2-year delay in your work? So let's see. So I'll do one card. That's usually what I do for the new subs, Pooja. And after I do the one card, I'm going to get as much information as I can, and I'll see if I can get things psychically for you as well. But I generally just do the one card. And thank you for saying it's peaceful. It's something I try to keep on my channel. I want it to be peaceful. Okay, so we get this card. 3rd Chakra, Archangel Shamuel. Pretty sure I'm saying that right. Okay, so this card right here deals with willpower, and it deals with wanting to succeed and wanting to go after things. It's not in reverse, and the reason I'm bringing that up is generally it can be someone who's controlling if it's in reverse. However, with it being like this, I feel like things happened, and it was kind of out of your control. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong there, Pooja, but this 2-year standstill, I'm feeling like you're raring to go, but things have kind of stopped. So that's what so let me see what else I can get here. And feel free to answer the questions as I'm going through here. Kind of, okay. Hi, Monica. If you like and subscribe to the video, not subscribe to the video, if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, I can put you on the list. You would be right after who I'm reading now. So just like and subscribe, and we can do that for you. To me, it feels more like outside circumstances, okay? But I'm going to go into this here, and I'm going to see what I can find. Did you get to work at this job at all before things hit a standstill? Good night, Kiru. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, because Pooja, I feel you mean study. Okay. Sorry, I should have clarified. No, you're good, Pooja. Do not worry. And thank you, Monica, for liking and subscribing. Yeah, you're good, Pooja. Don't worry. So I was being shown someone like eating a lollipop, like a candy. They get to taste it at first, and then it kind of gets yanked from them. So I'm wondering, did you get to study? Did you get to do your studies at all, and then they stopped? Or like what happened? That's what I'm curious about. Hmm. Okay, so that makes sense. So you were allowed to study, but then it was kind of taken away. First time around was harassment. Totally, I can understand that. I can definitely understand that because I feel like I'm doing something, I'm enjoying it more or less, and then it's taken away, and the harassment would definitely do that. Okay, that makes sense. So the 2-year roadblock, I'm curious, is there anything to do with, and yeah, self-loathing can be a huge factor here. Absolutely. Absolutely. Envious people becoming roadblocks. Okay, absolutely. The harassment makes sense. I'm wondering if is the course, is it kind of a unique course? Um, I'm curious if there's something that happened to a teacher or if there's something that happened to the curriculum, like the studying, the class environment. Now it's like I'm doing the same thing since, okay. I'll be right back, Pooja, so just give me a second here. I'll be right back. So, okay. Hold on. Give me just a second here. Okay. Parental harassment, the extended family interfering in my home, being opportunistic. Okay. There's, so Pooja, what I feel is going on here is there's a sense of, this to me feels more karmic. I feel like some karmic stuff is coming up and some deeper wounds are kind of being exposed right here. Misunderstanding, feeling a sense of possibly isolation too. I'm hearing from a spiritual sense, and maybe this spirit can relay the same message to you in kind of a similar way. I'll try and see if I can send that over to you. What I'm feeling though is I'm getting a spirit saying, stay the course. So things may have happened, things may be very slow, or even, like you said, roadblocks, things are just kind of not moving. I'm hearing stay the course. Stay the course. I don't feel like it's going to be something that happens forever, but I do feel like there's a block right now, obviously. Let's do this, Pooja. So if it's okay with you, you can say no to this. Okay, you don't have to say yes. But we could do... Okay. So let's do this, all right? So what I want to do with you, because I don't feel like cards necessarily are getting to the point that we're wanting to get to. I feel like, cards are good. There's a place for them, absolutely. But I'm wondering if we can do like an energy exercise here, okay? And all it would be is if you're in a place where you can kind of, if everything's slow, that might actually work for this exercise right here. Because if everything's slow, hopefully it means things are quiet. And if things are quiet, we can do this energy exercise together and we can see if that can help sort of get things moving, so to speak. Hi, John. Okay, so I'll put you on the list here. Thanks for stopping by again. How's everything going? So let me do this, John. And hi, Ruby. If you like and subscribe, I can add you to the list here. But John, before I get to your question, I'm addressing Pooja here, so give me just a second. I am doing great. Taught a class this weekend, and that went well, so things are going well. Okay, so Pooja, let's do this here, okay? So I'm going to do this, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be sending energy over to your side, Pooja. You may or may not feel anything. The intention is what we are going for here. So I'm going to take the time a little bit, just like John said I could here. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to be focusing on building up energy and sending it to you, and my guides will be there too. So just let yourself relax as much as you can. This will take maybe a couple minutes, and then you can tell me if that kind of helps with this. Because if there's an energetic block there, we can kind of work through that a little bit and go into that. So just let yourself relax. Let yourself be open to whatever you experience. And if it's hot, if it's cold, if it's static, any sensation that you're feeling, let yourself feel it and let yourself observe it gently. And then we can go from there. Okay, so let's start doing this here. And I'll check back in here in about 2 minutes. I'll just send energy here. So let's try it out. Okay. Allow yourself to close your eyes and just breathe in and out. Usually breathe in for 4 seconds, hold your breath for 4 seconds, then breathe out for 4 seconds. If that's hard for you to do, allow yourself to breathe in for maybe 2 or 3 seconds, hold for 2 or 3 seconds, and then breathe out for 2 or 3 seconds. But we're going to try to get our heart rate down. Okay. You're okay, JD. How are you doing? Okay, so Pooja, with kind of what we were doing here, um, did you feel anything on your end with the kind of energy that we were working with there? Because I felt a little something on my end. Um, awesome. Okay. Hi, Celeste. If you like and subscribe, good, good. That's kind of what we were trying to do here. I'm curious. That should help ease things up for you, absolutely. But I'm curious about this. So, Pooja, do you suffer? Have you had heartburn in the past? Maybe stress-related heartburn? I'll let you know. The first thing I felt was it was kind of like a heartburn sensation. I don't know if that's something you struggle with or something you've had. It's something I've had. Um, Anxiety, yes. Okay. So that could have been what I was feeling. Fluttering in the chest a little bit. Hmm. Okay. Did you have okay, that could have been what I was picking up on then, and I just felt like it was heartburn. That should help. The energy work that we just did should help to open things up, and that's going to help kind of get rid of the emotional blockages there. The It should just help, right? And then my ears are starting to feel like they're draining too a little bit. I don't know if you have sinus issues, but that's something I was kind of getting. My chest does feel tight, but I feel like that's going to start opening up a little bit. That's going to help. And that's what we were trying to do. Me and my guides were trying to do some love energy, some kind of, that's kind of how the healing takes place, is through love, through that sort of sense of attention to the, just observing something, right? Observing someone else's story, observing what's going on. Okay. Hopefully that helps you, Pooja, with sort of understanding things. But and as I tell a lot of people, let things play out the way. Okay. All right. You're very welcome, Pooja. Very, very welcome. I just want people to feel a sense of calm and release if you can. Good, good. The more you go with the flow and don't let people drain you, which I know can be difficult, when you work with that, then you're gonna be able to have things happen in your life quicker. So, and I get that it's hard. Mm, absolutely, it's training. Absolutely. I think you've got this, though. And that energy from my guides and from me will definitely help towards getting things sort of more situated with you. Okay. So let that sort of take place. You might have some strange dreams, sometimes that happens, but let yourself experience whatever it is that happens. And if you feel a presence, that's probably my guides and your guides working together to help free up that energy. Good. I'm glad you could feel that. I do enjoy doing the energy work. Okay. All right. So, see, Celeste, did you like and subscribe? Just checking in. Yeah, JD has a point. Some folks definitely do have that effect. Okay, Celeste, you're on the list. Okay, so John, are you still there? Okay, even if you're not still there, I can do it this way, because you said you can go to the transcripts and look. Okay, you are there. Okay. So I'm going to draw, we're going to do this here. So you asked me, let me read this again. Will Nicole Snow White be my girlfriend? How she feels. So let's do that. Let's do two questions, two answers. So okay. Let me go like this. I'm just doing this so that I can see the question, because it faded away from up there. So I'm just going to do it that way so I can read it. Will Nicole Snow White be my girlfriend? And how she feels. So will Nicole Snow White be your girlfriend? And how does she feel right now? We'll do it this way, John. Let's do, will Nicole Snow White be my girlfriend? And how does she feel about me? Does that sound good? How does she feel about me now? Okay. That's what we'll do. Will Nicole Snow White be my girlfriend and how she feels about John now? Okay. So the first one we get, will Nicole Snow White be your girlfriend? Okay. We get spiritual maturity in reverse. I'll draw another card underneath that one. And then, will she be your girlfriend? We get the chivalry card. So that's looking really good right there. But I'll draw some more cards here. But that's looking really good on will she be your girlfriend? Or on how she feels about you right now. That's really good. Will she be your girlfriend? We get spiritual maturity in reverse. So I'm curious, John, if other things are happening here, because it is showing either she's not mature enough or you're not mature enough. But the way I would read this is that she's thinking, I think she thinks very good things of you. But then on the girlfriend path, it feels like there's something going on here. So let's look at this. Let's do an energy card reading. And hi, P. Rot. Okay. She's not mature is what you mean? Or spiritually mature? What Liz said, new subscribers get a free card pull. So like and subscribe, guys. Not mature. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Liz. All right, I'm going to draw some more cards here, John. We'll see what else we can get. I remember you telling me that. I definitely remember that. That can be a little maddening to work with. Okay, let's see what we get here. So underneath spiritual maturity in reverse, I get yin yang in reverse. Okay. Very similar kind of energy where this person is still very much learning. I get a sense that this person is pushing things off to the side so that they can focus more on whatever it is they want to focus on, because right here, them becoming P. Rod, hopefully you liked and subscribed. It looked like you did, I think. Thank you. Thank you for that. So I've got you on the list here. You're about 3 people down, okay? And then from there, I'll ask you your question, and we can go from there, okay? So thank you very much. But these cards that I get for you are like this, John. So door to value and chivalry. So I'm curious why, and this is kind of personal, of course, but why is it that this is something that you're wanting? This person seems like they're pretty immature, right? So you're over here, I feel like you have something to offer, but yet you're going with this person. I'm curious, I'm curious kind of what's going on here, because you get these cards and they get the ones that are in reverse, like I said. So you get the door to value and the chivalry card. Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate that very much. If you want to like and subscribe. Oh, no, you already did. Okay. So, Doc Pho, we can definitely do that. I'll put you on the list here, and we can address your question. So right now, John, what I'm getting, I feel like it's going to be a while. There's a connection here, and I feel like she sees you favorably, but there's still more of a spiritual. You're very welcome, my friend. There's more of a spiritual maturity that this person needs to have. I get a sense of needing to go out and see the world, or right. So you guys get along very well. But I get a sense of someone who needs to go out and see the world or do something else. And then I feel like they could come back later with more of a sense of like understanding what's going on. But that's what I'm feeling here. This person's energy is pretty similar to the kind of like the last time we did this, where the only thing that can help in this situation, I feel like, is life experience. That would be the only thing I think this person really needs in order to understand that kind of thing. And to me, it's just looking like it's going to take time, because this person is kind of, I wouldn't say flying by the seat of their pants, but I feel like this person is someone who definitely needs to go out and have life experiences, have some life experiences. Well, let's look at that. Would they come back? Would they come back if they date someone else? Okay. Well, that's what it is. When you're younger, you're impetuous. Is that the word? You're yeah. Don't think impetuous is. Let's see what they get. If they date someone else, would they come back? Let's see. Okay, so that makes sense. I was thinking it wasn't a word to me that didn't make sense to me. Okay, so the Sun card right here, will they come back? Yes, they will. The Sun card is like the most emphatic yes you can get in the deck. So that right there is yes, they'll come back. I just feel like they need to get stuff out of their system. It's like if you were younger, imagine kind of, you said you're twice your age. So imagine that kind of scenario where if someone was twice your age, it's kind of like they need the life experience. They need that sense of adventure or that sense of whatever. And then I feel like when they get a little bit older, they can understand what it is that you can offer. I feel like they see you as someone who could be in their life, but I don't feel like there's a sense of that kind of connection quite yet. I feel like there could be, but there's definitely a sense of them needing that life experience is what I'm feeling. So hopefully, John, that helps answer the question. And it does look like a yes. So. I'll look at that here. Time frame is going to be me going over on this piece of paper and seeing what I can get. Okay. Let's see what we can get here. Something could happen, and I'll give you another time frame just to kind of make up for this one because this one's kind of loosely based. Something could happen in January of next year, I'm feeling. So 2022. I'm feeling like it's going to be sometime in January. There could be something that happens. But this energy that happens, I feel like it's going to be more of a flirty energy. I don't feel like it's going to be a serious energy. It's going to be more like maybe her testing the waters. I'm not sure, but I feel like it could be more of kind of a flirting energy. What I saw was someone moving quickly, but you're talking to their... Oh, it's kind of hard to explain it. It's kind of like if someone was moving really, really fast and you're like at the very last spot that they were at, but you're not talking directly to them. I feel like there's going to be a connection, but there's going to be a missed opportunity. Possibly on her part. I'm not sure, but it feels like there's a connection. Things don't work out. So January, there could be a connection. Her actually coming back would be, let's see. So John, what I'm getting here is her actually coming back. I feel like could be anywhere from like 5 to 7 years is what I'm feeling. And I'm hearing the words explore, kind of like going out, doing stuff, explore. And hitting that level of maturity that we were talking about, because we had the maturity card in reverse, spiritual maturity. So in order for that to become upright, there needs to be experiences. I just get a sense of someone who's curious about things. And because of the curiosity, it makes it so maybe they could be careless, or like we were saying, impetuous. They could be someone like that. But once they've had life experiences, once they kind of understand things more, then I feel like they could come back. But until that happens, it feels like it's not gonna, it just feels like the connection is something that's kind of there, but mostly not. Right? So that's what I'm getting, John. Hopefully that makes sense. It just feels like it's going to be a while. I would say, yeah, it's just going to be a little bit. During that time, though, John, you can live, you can do your thing too. So you can be even more mature and understand things. You're welcome, John. Very welcome. Thank you again for the donation. I appreciate that on the channel. I really do. Okay, so Ruby, are you there? No, Ruby. Okay, Celeste, are you there? Okay, Celeste, do you want to ask your question? So what I'll do, Celeste, is I draw one card. I can use the Love Tarot cards here. I draw one card for every new sub that I get, and then I'll try and get as much detail as I can from that card, and even if I can get some psychic impressions. So that's what I do. If you want to go a little bit further, if you're feeling like it's resonating, the reading's resonating, we can go further, and that'll be either $5, $10, or $15 to go a little further to look more into stuff. I'm just letting you know that ahead of time, but I can do one card for free. So let's look at what we can do for that and do a little love reading here. So let's see. All right, Celeste, let's see what we can get for one card. This is interesting because it's a challenge to me sometimes. One card readings can be kind of tricky. So let's see what we can do here. Okay. So we get this card. This is the Gardener in reverse. So the Gardener upright looks like this, okay? So what is the gardener? What does the gardener do? What role does he play? So the gardener is someone who goes out, they tend to the garden, hence the name, the gardener. But when they're tending to the garden, what they're doing is there's kind of like an exchange. There's the garden, there's the gardener. they both kind of mutually benefit each other. The gardener goes out, he gets to see the beauty of the flowers. Maybe he gets to eat the fruit from the trees, right? And the grass and everything else kind of gets a benefit too, because he waters it, he takes care of it. So there's a mutual benefit here. When I see this in reverse, though, this to me is saying that we need to focus on kind of going in our own direction, in our own garden, so to speak. We need to water what's going on there. I feel there's a sense of healing that's been going on with you, but the gardener in reverse, there's still some issues here, some deeper rooted issues. Hi, November, Aries. So we can do $5 and we can do a couple card reading, or you can do 10 or 15 and we can do some more in-depth reading. That's up to you. But $5 is kind of the going rate for a question, and then we can go from there. And you can either do it through here or through PayPal, or I have Cash App that you can use to donate through as well. So you let me know, and thank you for being new, and please feel free to like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. But Celeste, are you going through that? Are you going through kind of a healing period? Thank you, November, Aries. I will get right to you after I'm done with Celeste's reading, okay? You're the next person up on my list. So, November. Yes, thank you so much. So if you like and subscribe, Nasrin Jahan, if you like and subscribe, I can put you on the list. Yes, so what Liz said, new subscribers get a free card. Absolutely. So let me see here. Thank you, November. I appreciate that. Okay, so you're going through a healing, and thank you, November. I appreciate that too. Going through a healing kind of modality, or going through a healing phase. So Celeste, let me see what else I can get here. So Celeste, are you getting rid of people in your life that kind of bring you down? Is that something you've been doing too, kind of like a spring cleaning of energies that are not exactly good? They don't spark joy, so to speak. Is there a sense of an upheaval, like getting rid of things that no longer serve a purpose? Thank you, Liz. You're very sweet. Thank you, Nasrin. You're on the list too. Thank you so much. Sort of. Okay. I was being shown, and we talked about this before, just a little bit ago. I was being shown, it was kind of like vampire teeth kind of digging in. So that to me could be like an energy vampire situation. So I feel like I'm getting rid of that situation, or maybe I'm dealing with that now. Oh, thank you, November. You're very sweet. Everyone's so dang nice, you guys. Thank you. But that is what I'm feeling, Celeste, is that there needs to be a sort of there needs to be a little bit more of a clearing energy. Let me see what other information I can get here before I go on to November's reading. And now my big toe is hurting, which is interesting. So there's a tendency towards Oh, hey, Monica. So it is. Let me do this. It should be down in the description. If not, though, I can find it. Let me go to here. And let's go to this. Okay. Let me grab the link for you. So hold on, guys. There we go. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so Celeste, you're very well. Thank you, Monica. I appreciate that. Let me know when you've donated so I can look it up here. So Celeste, let's see a little bit more here. I'm just getting a sense, Celeste, that there needs to be more work that's done on yourself. And I feel like you've already been doing that work. But something that I recommend is this. Well, let me just type it in. Okay, so this is the author's name. Okay. I don't make any money from these referrals or anything. There's no links or anything. But this is the book that can help. And this book right here talks about relationships in a way that really makes a lot of sense. So just the relationship part of that book is incredible. But that's something I feel would be good. I'll just call, so asterisk, hello, hi. Is it possible to get a reading? If you like and subscribe, we can absolutely. Oh, Liz is on it. Okay. Thank you, Liz. Again. Okay. So that's what I would suggest, Celeste, is that you could look at that. And yes, he does. He absolutely does have a YouTube channel. You're very welcome, Celeste. So look into that. And he does have a YouTube channel. He talks about tons of stuff. The book, to me, is really good. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, the book is really good, though. Okay. So asterisk or Aster, I'll just call you Aster. You are on the list. Okay. So the next one we got is November Aries. Hopefully you're still here. I try to take my time with each one of these readings. So if you guys stick around, even for the free ones, I do try to give you guys a little something. Okay. So Aster, I will, let's see, I'll get to you. You're a little bit further down on the list here, but I should be able to get to you. And I'll address your question, okay? But November, let's address your question here. Jalen's intentions and next steps towards us in love. Okay. Let me move this over. All right, so November. Nazrin, I'll let you know. I've got you guys on a list, and I'll let you guys know when it's your turn to ask your question, okay? Okay, so I was getting to know Jalen, Aquarius, and placed boundaries. We haven't spoken for a month now. I'm curious on his next steps and intentions. All right. Well, if you're curious about it, I'm curious about it. So let's see what we can find out. These are the love cards that I'm using. Let's see what we can find out here. Awesome, Monica. Thank you. Let's do this. Give me just a second here, and then I'll get straight to the questions. Okay, perfect. Monica, you're added to the list right after November. Monica is up. Okay. All right, let's do this here. Next step and intentions for Jalen. Hey, you know what, November? It's awesome. It's awesome that you're setting boundaries. I know that can be difficult, but that's what all of us need to do, is to learn to set boundaries, because that is hugely important. Sometimes it's not ideal, it's not fun, but it is important. All right, let's do this. Curious on his next step. So let's see how Jalen is feeling now about you. Hell yeah, November, absolutely, it's scary to do it. It's very scary, but you know what? You're always going to be happy that you set boundaries and that you said what was going on. Nobody ever thinks, gosh, I wish I didn't have boundaries, when they're on their deathbed. Well, it just means that he's not ready for that kind of, because that's a power move, right? Setting boundaries and being someone who's powerful, that can be intimidating to people. But that shouldn't mean that you shouldn't do it, Always do it. Always set the boundaries. But let's see what we get here. Okay. So let's see how Jalen is feeling about you now, November. Let's see what's going on with that. Okay. So this is the connection card in reverse. So November, here's something that I'm going to ask. I'll just be forthright with it. You set your boundaries, but did something happen before you set boundaries or after, where the connection got severed? Did you set your boundaries and he left, or what happened here? Because the connection card is in that's in reverse. So I'm just curious here. And if you guys donate, even if you don't, I like to ask questions. So please be typing away as we are doing these readings. Yeah, it is. This stuff is amazing. Yeah, Life Water is really good. I love it. You needed, okay, after I set the boundaries, I told him that I would need to fall back until it's reciprocated. Makes sense. Okay, he said he doesn't want to stand in the way after I said I only want to genuinely be there for him. Okay. Doing the classic kind of distance move of someone expressing, okay. He then either lost his job or quit. Did you guys work at the same place? Is that what happened? Okay. So what I'm feeling here with this Jalen connection. Okay. So there was a closeness in that kind of sense. So that does make sense. So when we have connection in reverse, okay, this is showing someone, I feel like, that doesn't understand what that looks like, right? So we can either do 5, 10, or 15 key for the reading. It depends on what you want to do, but each one is more detailed than the other one. 5, you get a little bit of information. 10, you get more, and 15, you get even more. But that's generally how it rolls on the channel here. And you can either do it through here, Cash App, or PayPal is what I got. But let's see. So we have connection in reverse. Let's look at what else we have here. This person wasn't ready for you to have boundaries, which is interesting. I feel like this person would want to date someone who would be a little bit more of a pushover. And when you set a boundary, I feel like that made it so this person said, okay, well, you know what I mean? There's a sense here. So let me see what else we can get. What were Jalen's intentions when you two were together? Yep, and it's unfortunate, November, because the boundaries, right? That shouldn't be. I called it a power move. Okay, I called it a power move. It shouldn't be a power move at all, but for some reason, men and women, whenever there's this sense of a boundary, whenever that comes into play, they go nuts. People don't know what to make of it. And all you're saying is, hey, I respect myself enough to say I don't appreciate this or I don't want this. You're not saying, hey, I hate you, please leave. You're saying, you're just saying how you would want to be treated. And some people don't like to be told. Some people don't like. Anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. So it's connection in reverse, and then it's soulmates in reverse right here. So this person, if I can kind of tell you honestly what I'm feeling with these cards, this person was meant to come into your life so that you know what it means to place these boundaries and to move on in other relationships so that you can understand what that feels like. If someone isn't willing to step up, it doesn't mean you did anything wrong. No, I'm not saying that you're thinking that you did something wrong, but that's what I'm seeing here. This person was brought in to kind of be someone like a boundary tester, and then you're kind of passing that test. I don't feel that this person is going to be someone that, or if they do come back, I don't feel like it's going to be a positive connection. I feel like this person was kind of there to test things, to test the waters, so to speak, like a life lesson. And then you can move on from that kind of connection. Because the intentions towards you was soulmates in reverse. So I feel like there's a testing going on here. There's like a testing energy, dipping the toes in the water, and then this person kind of takes off. That's what I'm feeling. Does that make sense, November? Oh. Okay. So after the relationship, okay. I think that's what it is entirely. And you will get guys and some women too. I'm not going to be that person, but yeah. Right, right. And so people generally they'll kind of test the waters, like I said, they'll test the boundaries. And when you have strong boundaries, you will get people that have strong reactions. When you say, I don't want to be treated this way, you'll get people that are like, well, fine then. I don't want to be around you anyway, which is good because you want to weed out those people. And especially if you've been in a relationship before, you don't want to waste your time again. You don't want to be in a place where it's like, I've done this before. I keep having the same things happening. Boundaries are the key. Boundaries, self-love, self-respect are the key towards a good relationship. Okay, exactly. I read E. Shiley and I was like, okay, anyway, we're having fun. We're having fun. Hi, De Leon, how are you doing? So this is interesting too. So your energy moving forward, November, with this information, we have the garden upright. The garden wants to provide, and it wants to show you what exactly is waiting for you, right? The garden is a place where if you can see there's someone laying in the flowers there, and it's kind of this place, this beautiful place with this incredible energy. And I'm feeling like that's what you're doing now is you're cultivating your own personal garden, and you're deciding what goes in the garden, okay? Exactly. You need to keep watering and nurturing. See, there we go. What do you even need me here for, right? You guys, yes, the garden is about watering, or it's about nurturing, it's about taking care of ourselves, but it's also about letting ourselves be in the environment that we've established. Good, good. So you're on the right path here. Just know that that's something. So, yeah, De Leon, there is, I'm reading November Aries, and then I'm going to be reading Monica. And then, yeah, and then there's a few people on the free list here that do the one card draw. But so does that make sense to you, November Aries? And my honest feeling, November, is this. I feel like when you start to feel better about how things are, I do feel like this person could make a comeback, could make a return, but you will have every right and every say so to make it so this person doesn't come in, because there was a guy who likes me. Previous relationship, he was indulging in substances, and I chose to. Good, good. Choose to walk away. People that no longer vibrate or vibe with your frequency, walk away. And we don't even owe those people an explanation. We can just walk away and take our energy and go from there. So that's what I'm seeing there. You're doing the right thing. Things are going well. Just keep letting yourself do that. I know that sometimes if we go from being in a relationship to being out of a relationship, sometimes it feels like it's punishment that we're alone, right? There you go, Edward Scissorhands. You go in there and you snip away. That's good. Sometimes being alone can feel like it's a punishment. It's not. The being alone part is so that we can go back to self. When we go back to self, we can come out renewed and we can go from there. So that's something we need to focus on. I'm not saying that you think it's a punishment, but okay, you did. All right. But it can feel that way. And so it definitely isn't. It's for us to get back to self. It's for us to feel rooted. So hopefully that helps answer the questions that you have. And thank you again so much for donating to the channel. I really appreciate that. Okay. Okay, Monica, are you still there? Yes, let you come on, everybody that's here. If you guys are vibing, you guys are feeling good on the channel, come by, stop by every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And thank you for letting me know, November. Hopefully he doesn't come back, but know that if he does, I'm feeling that it's going to be the same energy that you're dealing with now. Okay, Monica, do you want to ask your question? Okay. Okay, let's look at that question. So again, we're going to go with the love cards. I'll really give these a nice crispy shuffle. We vibing. Awesome. That's good. That's good. The vibes are what I'm here for. All right. Let's do this here. So right now, De Leon is what I remember from last time. Oh, thank you, Doc. I'm going to call you Doc. I'm just going to call you Doc. It's going to be easier. I feel like I'm almost saying a swear word when I say Docfa. So, De Leon, is there a donation list? So right now I'm reading Monica. After that, if someone donates, then they get priority. Call me D, LOL. Okay, you know what? That's what I'm going to do because I have no idea how to pronounce names. I will call you D. That is a promise. But you can be after Monica if you want to donate. You guys, you can laugh at my expense. I'm horrible with names. I am the widest, not like widest person. I am the whitest person. I have no idea how to pronounce names other than like Michael and things like that. Anyway, anyway. Okay, so okay. Let's look at Monica's question. Move this over. And I'll say this too right now while I'm shuffling these cards for Monica. You guys that have subscribed, if I don't get to your questions, I'm live 3 times a week. All you have to do is say, hey, you didn't answer my free question, and I will answer that for you when I am live the next time. I try to get to everybody, so please know that that's something I really do try to do. I've almost been live for 3 hours. It's about 2 hours and 38 minutes, and I usually log off at about 3 hours, so we still got a little bit of time. I tend to take my time on the questions, though, so that's probably why it takes a minute. Okay. So when will Drake's propose marriage to me? Let's look at this. I'm going to do these love cards, Monica, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 cards representing, each one representing 3 months, okay? So 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and a year. So I'm going to do some cards and we will see kind of what we can get there. Okay. Okay, so what I see is this one right here. In a year's time, we get the connection card. And right before the connection card, we got the dating card. So I feel like between 9 months to a year is going to be when Drake will propose. That's what I'm seeing here. Or Drake's will propose. That's what I'm seeing here. So between 9 months to a year, it's definitely what I'm getting. Draw a little bit more here, so let me look. Thank you, D, as you have said you want to be called. Let me see here. Okay. Yes, thank you. Everyone is being amazing. That's what I was getting, 9 months to a year, because I have the first card I get, the 3 months card, I get reparenting yourself. I feel like I'm healing from this. Okay. This is a card of healing, reparenting yourself, kind of going back into traumatic situations and reparenting ourselves, being there in a way that our parents couldn't be for us. So that would be the first 3 months, going into sort of childhood wounds as a possibility. I then get the distorted feminine at 6 months. Okay. This is still healing energy. There's something going on here. There could be a dark night of the soul situation where we're questioning a lot of things in our lives. I feel like that could be going on here, 3 to 6 months. So that's just what I'm seeing. I feel like things are progressing, but in order for things to progress, sometimes it can feel like it's becoming worse. But I do see this as being progressive in a way that it gets better. But then at 9 to 12 months, we get the dating and connection cards. These cards, right? These cards right here are fascinating. I almost want to say they're beautifully fascinating, so I will. They're beautifully fascinating. It's amazing. And then I want to do like Jeff Goldblum finger. Yeah. So what I'm seeing here is that I feel like, and maybe you can relate to this, maybe not, I feel like I'm wiping the tar off of myself. For some reason, there's this symbology of me getting rid of this tar, getting rid of this black energy, and I'm just like getting rid of it. I'm done with it. And it does feel like dark night of the soul energy. It feels strong. It feels like some powerful energy that we're dealing with, but it's residue. It's residue energy, meaning that we have the ability to kind of wash ourselves off, take a shower, so to speak, an energetic shower. You like that, buddy? Yeah, I think he does. All right. Okay. Hold on, guys. You get to see him. You get to see him in all his glory. This is Yoshi right here. He's a good boy, but he's an angry boy. Yes, he is adorable. So, Monica, so far, is this making sense? Hi, Rarity Goddess. If you want to like and subscribe. I mean, is he my familiar? Do we share tendencies? Yes. He has eyes that are a little interesting. I'm blind in my eyes. His tail is crooked. My tail is crooked. So, yeah, I would say he's my familiar. No, he's my familiar. He's just so grumpy, you guys. I don't want to say he's my familiar because he's really grumpy. He's a fun cat. He's cute too, but. All right, thank you, Rarity Goddess. I'll put you on the list here. Okay, so the last two cards are this. The last two cards are dating and connection. I feel like there's going to be some tendency of resiliency. This is for Monica here. I feel like there's going to be a tendency of resiliency towards 9 months to 12 months, so 9 months to a year. But it feels like you're going through something right now. That's kind of what I want to express. It feels like I'm going through something here. And when I say I'm going through something, I feel like you're going through something. It's kind of an interesting energy. I feel excited, but I also feel very, very anxious at the same time. But it feels like this is what I need. It feels like a soul kind of cleansing, if that makes any sense. This feels like something I need to do, like a spring cleaning for the soul kind of a thing. But 9 months to a year is what I'm feeling. And I'm feeling that it's going to be, well, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good connection, obviously. But you got to let things play out the way they're meant to play out. It would be what I would say, because that's what I'm feeling here. So does that answer your question, Monica? It's a different kind of energy that we're dealing with right now, but it won't always be so intense. There's a lot of stuff going on where the energies can feel so powerful, but it won't always be that way. You just you've got to ride the wave, so to speak. Okay, so again, some water. You are very welcome, Monica. Thank you so much for coming on the channel, for donating. You guys, this has been a great night so far, so I appreciate all the support. Everyone's been amazing. Okay, Dee, do you want to ask your question? Let's see here. On your moving situation, okay. Let's do this. Let's do the energy cards here. So we'll go with these ones. And you guys, if any of you are interested in this, I'll just put this out there. Because I'm getting this set up right now. Hi, Ruth. You can here. Hold on. Oh. Thank you, Dee. I appreciate that. I can add you to the list. Thank you for liking and subbing. I'm going to be going here in about probably 10 minutes. For everybody I did not get to, you guys, let me know the next time I'm live that I did not answer your question, and I will make sure to get to you. Every new sub, I want them to get their questions answered. So, okay. I'm just letting you know in case I can't get to you, just please be patient with me. And, okay. So, Dee, let's look at your moving situation. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Moving situation. Oh. I am feeling spirit here with this one. Making me feel like I'm going to blush like a little girl here. Hold on. A little brush against the cheek was what I was feeling. All right, Dee, let's see what we got here. Okay, so we get the cards in this order. Angel of Strength right here. And I'll read these to you. I'm just going to show you these ones first. Door to Value, which literally could be a door to a new place, new energy, but there's anxiety over the situation, okay? Because that's what we get is the anxiety card. So what I see here is that the moving is going to be, yes, you are, asterisk. I've got you on the list here. I may not get to you guys, seeing as there's only about 9 minutes left. But if I don't, when I am live, you can say I didn't get your question, and then I can put you up on the list first thing. Monday, okay, Rarity Goddess gets priority after I do this reading here for D. But yeah, okay. I will answer Rarity Goddess's question, and then I'll probably be done for the night. So thank you, Rarity Goddess, for the donation. I really appreciate that. So D, right. So Angel of Strength, Door to Value, Anxiety, moving into a new situation. I feel like this is a good thing. I feel like there's a lot of energy here. This is a good way to do things. When I see the Door to Value and Anxiety, though, maybe we don't know. Maybe we don't know exactly what it will be like to move, to be in this new location. But that's what I'm seeing right here. I feel like it's going to go well. But I do feel like we're looking at strength. We're looking at trying to get all of the energies going together. This is interesting, though. I get Door to Romance in reverse. So that's something I'm seeing here. Door to Romance in reverse. I'm curious if this move would have an effect on your relationship, possibly. Is your boyfriend moving with you, or is he staying put? Yes, with me. Okay, good, good. Door to Romance being in reverse is interesting, though. Let me look here. Let me do a little bit more. And Rarity Goddess, I will be right there. Neelam, if you ask your question one more time, if you keep spamming your question, I will kick you out. No, Rarity Goddess, you're good. You're good. You donated, you're good. But the Neelam person needs to take a step back here. Thank you, Liz. Okay. Yeah, Rarity Goddess, do not worry about posting your question. You are good. You are just fine. You're the next one up, so posting it now makes it so you don't have to write it later. Okay, so underneath the Angel of Strength, I get the Four of Cups. So are you leaving? Are you feeling sad about leaving, D? I'm just curious here, or is this something you've been wanting to do for a while, to move, to get out? A bit, okay. Thank you again, Liz. Yes, she is. Rarity is the last one. Right, you know it's for the best. Absolutely. That's why I get this card here, because we get the Door to Value, but then we get the Lovers right underneath. So Door to Value and Lovers. So are you using this as an opportunity to kind of maybe reinvent yourself? When I see the Lovers here, this can be a pretty powerful card. This can be a pretty powerful combination. So I'm trying to understand this. Door to Value, the Lovers card. So this could possibly strengthen the relationship that you have. Okay. Underneath the Anxiety card, though, we get the Eight of Cups, which has us kind of walking away from a situation that no longer serves us, which makes sense if you're feeling anxious. I get a sense that this needs to be done regardless. There's nerves here, but I feel like it needs to be done, so it will be done. That's kind of the energy I feel like you're putting yourself into, is like it needs to be done, so it will be done. But I feel like maybe after you've moved, you'll fully let things sink in. I get a sense of kind of putting my nose to the grindstone and doing what needs to be done step by step, and then afterwards looking back. and seeing what I've done. Does that make sense? Okay. That makes sense because we have Six of Swords in reverse that I drew here. The Six of Swords in reverse is searching for something. Well, Six of Swords upright is searching for an answer. Six of Swords in reverse right here. Six of Swords in reverse is not knowing where to search, possibly, or waiting would be another way to put it. Whereas this person is going off on their boat. They're going to find some stuff. When it's in reverse, it's kind of like they're not leaving or they don't know how to leave. So I would say when you can feel, I would say move as soon as you possibly can so that it's not something that's weighing on your mind. Even though I feel that there's a difficult energy here, I don't get a sense that it's impossible. I just feel like it's hard for me to. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this for you. So I'm going to take these cards, put them back in here. I'm going to grab the other deck here, and we'll do 4 cards. Each card will represent 1 month. Okay. Okay. We do this. Leave these all shuffled. All right. Each card represents 1 month. Let's do this. I can do it 1 month, or I can do 4 cards, each one representing 2 weeks. That gives us a 2-month time frame. Maybe I'll just do 2 weeks. All right. So what we got here. Okay. 2 weeks, 1 month, 1.5, or months are fine. Let me do this. Let's do months instead. It's too late. I have shuffled the cards again. It's okay. Either way is good. We can do months. We can do months. Let's see what we got here. Let's do a nice crispy shuffle, everybody. Let's get it going. And that was crispy. That was a good one. Okay. Let's do another one here. One more. Perfectly crispy. And this will be the last one. That one was not as crispy. Okay. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. So 3 months is going to be what we're shooting for here, because the first month I get 10 of Cups in reverse. Emotionally, we're feeling like we're not ready to leave. The second month, so first month we get 10 of Cups in reverse. Okay. Then we get 5 of Wands in reverse. So this is at 2 months. So we could be fighting with ourselves, or we actually could be at the 2-month mark. So 1 month would be May 19th, 2 months would be June 19th, okay? So around this time frame, we could be looking at being ready to move. Not quite there yet, but we feel more confident in the moving process. It's 5 of Wands in reverse. So this could either be really easygoing energy, or this could be fighting ourselves a little bit more at 2 months. However, at 3 months, we have the Queen of Cups. So this would be in July. We have the Queen of Cups. So that would be the time where we need to make the move, I feel like. So around the July timeframe, seems to me that it would be perfect to make this move. So that's what I'm seeing here. It feels like it's enough time. It feels like it's kind of the right place. And I feel like you're feeling more confident in deciding when to do it at about 3 months. And if nothing else, then this reading can help you to be like, okay, three months, I can do that. I can jazz myself up for 3 months. But that's what I'm seeing here is about 3 months. So does that explain, or does that help answer your question, Dee? You're very welcome, Dee. Thank you so much for stopping by. And yeah. Okay, so Rarity. Let me look at your question again here. I'm glad that I could do that for you. All about helping people on this channel. And thank you for becoming a little community member. I appreciate that. Joining the community. Just having you guys here and helping me and supporting me means so much. And I love that. I love that we can do that. Let's see. So, Rarity Goddess, I'm just putting your question down here so that I can read it. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, how does MG Gemini feel about you? So let's look at that. How does Gemini feel about you? How does Gemini feel about you? Actually, let's do these ones. Let's do these love cards. Are you there, Rarity? Okay, good. Just making sure you were there. Let's see what we can do here. Rarity, you are so appreciated. Thank you again for the donation. I really appreciate that. Let's see what we can do for you here. How does MG Gemini feel about me? Is going to be the first question. What are his intentions? You did this well. I will. I'll give it to you as straight as I can. You did this well, how you worded your questions, so that's going to be good. All right, and then after you, I will answer Doc's question. Okay. Oh, Docfoot, you came to the right place. Let me address Rarity's question, and then I will get straight to you, my friend, okay? I'll give you as much info as I can. I'm also doing a class, but it's more for psychic development, and then I'm going to do a mediumship class. But let's address this, or let's do this here. And then we had Rarity. 5. Okay. All right, so let's address your questions here, Rarity, and then I will go to Doc's questions. How does MG feel about... How does MG Gemini feel about me? Okay, so how do they feel about you? What are his intentions? And should I continue to entertain this? I've got our 3 cards. So how do they feel about you? Dating, right here. So is this a kind of a new and a fresh relationship right here? For you, Rarity? Because that's what I'm feeling, is this could be a new and kind of a... If it's in the dating phase, that's good. Yeah, hit the bell icon. Whatever that does, I'm sure it's amazing. Thank you, Liz, for continuing to say hit the bell. I always forget to tell people to hit the bell icon. Always. Yes, just talking. Okay, that makes sense. So how he feels, let's see. How does he feel about me? What are his intentions? Okay, that's interesting. His intentions, I get forgiveness in reverse. So I'm curious with this one. Let me do a little doodling here and let me see what I can get. How did you, Rarity Goddess, how did you meet this person? Was it online or was it through a physical kind of connection, like an in-person connection? I'm just curious here. Hazel, no. Yeah. Take a drink here. Okay, so you have a podcast. Okay. It felt like it was a kind of a different way of meeting, but I didn't know what it was, but it did feel like it was more online, so that makes sense, the podcast. Okay, so the forgiveness in reverse, though. Have a podcast, his friend was on, and then he came on. Is this person, the only thing I can think of, is there like self-loathing? Is this person really hard on themselves? My cats are acting a little spastic, so you'll have to excuse the random coo noises that you hear. Okay. You're probably still getting to know them. I feel like there's a tendency here. Good night, Radha. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate having you come on, and you've been awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I could overthink. Okay. So should you entertain the idea? Let's look at this card here. No, thank you, Radha. You were awesome. And thank you again for the donation. And yeah, you've just been awesome. Thank you. So we have this card here on, should you continue to entertain this? Okay. Silver waterfall in reverse. So there's a tendency toward illusion that I feel is going on here. I'm trying to understand where this is coming from. You guys have just barely met. If you're coming to me and you're talking to me, I feel like obviously you have questions. Is this person trying to move things along, or kind of what's happening there? Is he trying to press things, or things kind of unfolding slowly? I'm going to be right back. I will be right back. So give me 1 second here. Hold on. Okay, so that makes sense because that's what I'm feeling too. Forgiveness in reverse, the silver waterfall, that's kind of what I'm feeling too. When I said it was an illusion, very flirtatious, very charismatic, I would say wait until you feel like you're healed or you're in a place of healing, and then you could possibly go after, something that you want to do. But if someone is coming on very strong, that can be hard to deal with, okay? Just saying no to someone who could be very flirtatious can come across as not much of an obstacle. So they can be even more flirtatious and really lay it on. So my feeling with this connection, and I'm going to draw these cards here, some tarot cards. But that's what I was feeling, because the forgiveness in reverse and the silver waterfall in reverse, there's an illusion here. There's a sense of giving in to something. Okay, so let's do this here. I'm going to do a little bit more on the... that was unusual. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit more here and get some more details for you. Rarity. What kind of podcast is it, Rarity, that you do? Good night, Randy. You take care. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Okay, let's do this here. Let's see what we got. On IG, relationship talk, enlightenment talk, and trendy topics that correlate. Ooh. Sounds like a fun podcast. So I get forgiveness. Oh, we already saw this. Forgiveness in reverse. Underneath forgiveness in reverse, I get 9 of coins. Okay. So this is someone who could be, maybe they could have money. I feel like that's kind of how this person would do something. Maybe they show love through money, or maybe they show it through gestures with money. I'm not sure, but that to me feels like what this person would offer if you were to be in a relationship with them. Underneath the silver waterfall in reverse, we get the 7 of cups. And this right here is you. Okay. So this right here is you. I want you to see that you're in the middle, and then all these choices are surrounding you. But when I look at this card, I see someone who maybe doesn't even want to make a choice right now. Why should I have to make a choice? Why can't I just do what I want to do? If someone comes into your life, okay, great. But you have the choice to make if you want them there or not. He has told me how much he makes several times. Okay, yeah, there you go. That's what this is. It's someone who, let me put it this way. This person, in my opinion, is someone who gives by taking. All right? So that's what I'm feeling with this person. When I see the 7 of cups, though, you need to make the choice to do you, which I feel like is very powerful and something you need to focus on, which it sounds like it is. It sounds like you're saying, you know what? I know what this guy's after. I don't even need to entertain the idea of it. But maybe it feels good to be wanted. Maybe it feels good to have the attention. And I can understand that too. That can be kind of difficult. But this kind of attention from this person, it feels like there's an agenda attached to it. And I feel like this guy knows what he's doing. That's the impression that I get. So hopefully, Rarity, that helps you, or sheds some light on the situation. You keep doing you, though. I feel like you know what's going on, and you have self-awareness, which is huge in this world because a lot of people don't have self-awareness. So just pay attention to what you feel in the situation, because it sounds like it's, without even asking me, I feel like you knew the answer. I was just kind of there to pull some cards and to intuit some things, but I feel like you knew the answer more than I did, Okay. We're going to talk mediumship and psychic ability here. This is my forte. This is where, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I love being on point. Hate it when I miss the point, but love it when I'm on point. So thank you very much, Rarity. I absolutely will. You don't have to worry about that. But thank you so much. And thank you for the donation. And again, good luck with your podcast. And you keep helping and uplifting too. It sounds like we're both doing the same work. So keep it going. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Doc, you had your question, so you're wondering about psychic ability. Oh, thank you. I appreciate the subscription. Hopefully you'll be on my next one at let's see, Wednesday 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Friday 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and Monday today 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. 3 hours each time. Peace to you too. Or whatever I just did. I have no idea. Anyway, you take care. Have an awesome evening, and thanks again. Okay. Doc, let's talk about this. So give me kind of your first, let's see. You mentioned it up there, so let me read it again. Okay, so I'm just going to do that so I have it down here so I can read it. My mom is a psychic medium, empath, and she told me that I am like her. I believe I am. I believe I am also, but I don't think it's as intense as she has it. I was hoping you'd give me some guidance. Each individual psychic or medium or empath or intuitive, anything you can think of that's spiritual, each person is going to have a different soul expression. Each person is going to express themselves differently. Even if it's the same spirit that was talking to your mother, it would communicate differently with you because you're a different person than your mother is. Okay. We have an energy signature. To me, it's like a spiritual fingerprint, right? Or it was the original kind of fingerprint before there was fingerprints. So our energy signature is what makes us kind of have that sense of individuation, I guess you would call it. And from that individuation, from that soul expression, that's where our psychic and mediumship abilities come from. Does that make sense so far, Doc? Okay. So the next thing here is I ask a question here, and I can answer as best I can. So you said you want some guidance on your path. When you say guidance for what? What is it that you're wanting to possibly do? Just feel free to talk back and forth. Let's bounce ideas off of each other. Okay, don't feel like it has to be this rushed thing or anything. Just talk with me, okay? And I can give some advice. Hi, Nazrin. Let's see. How to differentiate between psychic and mediumship? Is that what you're talking about? Psychic ability, mediumship ability? Or empath, psychic, medium? How to differentiate between those? It's okay. You take your time. So an empath is someone who feels someone else's emotions, kind of like. Oh, I wish I had a good memory. Second thing I said. How to differentiate between psychic, empath, and medium. Okay, so a psychic, it's kind of like this. A psychic has the ability to read a person's aura, and they can tell someone's story by looking at them. Someone's story being what their life is. A psychic can tell what someone has been through. A psychic can observe things that have happened in that person's story and kind of understand it, right? An empath takes the emotions of a person. And from the emotions, right, the empath can go into a little bit deeper detail, but generally an empath takes another person's emotions and they express it through themselves, usually because boundaries haven't been established, because we're taking on other things. And an empath, if you want to think of it like this, an empath is like a sponge, okay? And emotions are like dirty water. That sponge doesn't care that it's in dirty water, but it's going to absorb the dirty water. An empath does the same thing. An empath takes on the emotions of someone else and they try to express it through themselves. Generally, though, this can be kind of a crazy thing because an empath will get so much emotional response and it will come from seemingly out of nowhere that they feel like they're kind of going crazy, or they can feel emotionally unstable because they're expressing someone else's emotions for them, right? You're good. You're good, Doc. Don't worry about it. Let your dog out. I'll be here. Hey there, Cookie. Hey, JD. I'm going to do this last reading for the night, and then I think I'm done. I've been live for almost 3 hours. If you want to though, you can like and subscribe. I'm live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And if I don't address your question this time, which I'm not going to, I could definitely address it the next time if you're on. I do a free card reading, one free card reading for each new subscriber. So that is up to you, my friend, if that's something you want to do. I'm just letting you guys know, and I'm being honest here. So, all right, thank you. Just doing this last reading here, you guys, and then I am gonna, I don't know what I'm gonna, but I'm gonna. So you guys can just take that and do whatever you want with it. My voice is starting to go. I do, Cookie. The name has changed in the profile picture too, but I do remember Cookie Supreme. And now it's King Cookie Supreme, so go for it, my friend. 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Talking about psychic abilities, talking about tarot, maybe doing grounding exercises. You never know. Hi, Ruby. I remember you, and I will get with you probably next time. I'm doing this reading here, and then I'll get to you, okay? I'm live I try to. I'm going to be done for tonight after I do this reading, Ruby. I'm sorry. If you want to take away your subscription, you can. I definitely am sorry about that. Sometimes I get to the free readings, sometimes I don't. So, but next time you can tell me you didn't get a reading, and I will put you on the list. So, yeah, I'm just letting you know, and I really appreciate the subscription, you guys. I do. Well, thank you, Cookie. Yeah, this one's Yoshi. Okay. I'm still going to be live for a minute here. I'm waiting for the person to come back so we can do this reading here. It is a really cute cat. This one's Yoshi right here. Little ornery, but he's cute. She tells me she gets healer energy off of me. She can feel the energy coming out of the center of my palms. I can also tap into feelings of others, animals, plants, and sometimes the earth. Okay, so healing energy, that's how I started out, Doc. That is exactly how I started out. Healing energy is very powerful, right? When we're working with energy, the healing energy is something that is very kind and it's very gentle kind of energy. And you're able to tap into these emotions of other beings because you are tapped into yourself, or you're attempting to be tapped in. So healing energy, you kind of have, the healer's journey is interesting because generally, if you are a healer, if you are someone who does healing, you're generally going to have kind of a more difficult life in some areas. It kind of helps you with your empath. It kind of helps you to understand other people's stories if your life in itself has had some difficulties to go through. So that's what I'm seeing here. And healing is a good place to start. Healing is an excellent place to start. And yes, Godzilla's cool. But healing is a really good place to start. Okay. So we'll do this, okay? So let's focus on doing this. Let's give you some steps, okay? So we're going to start you off doing some healing, doing some light energy work, okay? So do you know how to put energy in your palms? Do you know how to do that? It sounds like you do, but I'm just asking just to make sure. Okay. Do you know how to use that energy for healing? Have you ever done that before? Right. The hot, warm feeling, it can feel like static. It can feel like magnets. It can feel like a magnetic sensation, or pressure, or cold, or, there's so many different ways that it can feel. So yes, that feeling. I'm just curious if you've ever used it. Yes, but it was intuitive, but I always feel like my energy isn't strong enough. Okay, so the way we get stronger energy is because of, your energy probably isn't strong because and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like you're probably forcing the energy. It might be intuitive at first, but then I feel like we're forcing it to come out, kind of like going pee and then trying to pee harder. If that makes any sense, it's like if you let yourself go, it kind of just comes out naturally, right? And I'm sorry it had to be kind of a gross analogy, but that's kind of what I'm getting at. Energy, when we're focusing on energy, the more relaxed we are and the more we allow ourselves to feel what's going on with the other person or with our own energy, we slip deeper and deeper into a relaxed state. It helps the energy flow better. The reason I think it doesn't feel like it's strong enough is because of we might be trying to force it. Does that make sense? Okay. So, Doc, let's do this, okay? Let's talk shop for a second here, and then I'll show you an exercise. Okay, perfect. So let's talk about this, and then I'll show you an exercise. Okay. So when we're focusing on energy, like I said, we need to be relaxed, right? Relaxation is the key. So we're focusing on energy. Okay, imagine I'm focusing energy. We're holding it in our hands. The thing we don't want to do is tense our muscles. That's the very first thing we don't want to do. There should be no tenseness. There's no tenseness. There's no forcing anything. If we find that we're forcing something, we just let go. We don't beat ourselves up because we're forcing it. Okay. This is a gentle process. Healing is a very gentle process. So we have to allow ourselves to relax as much as we can. And if we aren't being relaxed, we just say, okay, I'm going to try to relax. Are you scared of spiders? You know what? Depends on the spider. And yes. Okay, so the healing energy is all about, yes, I'm scared of big spiders. I think that's a fair question. I'm scared of big spiders. I think everyone's scared of big spiders. You know? Anyway, but being relaxed is the important part, and not being afraid. That's another thing. The other thing that you can do, okay, Doc, is this. Let me show you the exercise. Okay. So let me get up out of the chair. You guys are going to see I actually have legs, and that's a scary thought, I know. All right, let me move this over. Okay. So what we're going to do is this. So, Doc, there's primarily two types of energies that we're looking for. So one of them is going to be this is from a modality. It may be an outdated modality or a way of teaching. So I'll just say this. You have two types of energies. You have light-based and ground-based, or what they call grounders. Okay. So you are focusing on being more ground-based. So what that means is that your energy is going to be, it's going to be strong, but it's going to be kind of, it'll flow like molasses instead of like a river. It can be kind of a strong energetic sensation, but it could be a slower kind of energetic sensation. So what we can do to help move that energy along is this. Oh, guys, be nice. Okay. So what we can do is this. So if we allow ourselves to get comfortable, then we can focus on breathing. So we go like this. So we'll breathe in up to the heart. And then once we get to the heart, we'll go up a little bit further above our heads. So we breathe in, we stop at the heart, we exhale. And as we exhale, we go like this. Okay, so we'll go. And I want you to imagine energy flowing. So that energetic feeling you get in your palms, let it build up here. Give me a second here. Hold on. Okay. You can be sitting down. You can be sitting down, Doc. You don't have to do it standing up. So I just have the two cats, and yes, I do like dogs. I have a dog too. Okay. So you're going to do this, okay? You're going to breathe in up to the heart, and then we breathe out and we go like this, okay? So what we're doing is we're making a connection. We're making a bridged connection. So take, when you're standing, if you can do that, take your stance, have it be kind of a horse stance where it's kind of like rooted. Your knees are bent slightly. And when we breathe in, we go up to the heart. Okay, we're focusing energy in our hands. And then we allow ourselves to exhale. So go. And we do that all the way down. And then we breathe in. Now, when we do that, that's going to help us get our energy flowing better. Okay. we're working on taking two forms of energy here. Okay. These energy forms are kind of like, it's like psychic energy, kind of like a light energy, and we're just combining them together. So that's something you can do, but you need to get into a practice. You don't need to. This is a suggestion. Get into a practice where you're working with the energy in some way that isn't on a person. So focus on building up your energetic sense of like what the energy feels like without anyone being there. Allow yourself to feel that energy and allow yourself to relax when you feel the energy. Good, good, good. And that can be something that you can keep building up over time. Allow yourself to keep going through that. And then you can do this as well. So this is another part. So after you've done that, do this 8 times, okay? We'll move it out of the way. What we just focused on, Doc, you do it 8 times. Okay, after you do that, you're going to take your hand, either one, you're focusing energy, and you're going to go like this very slowly over your hand, your wrist, your arms, and you're going to go like this, and you're going to go all the way down. I want you to think of your hand as like scanning your arm, right? And then we go like this, and we go under it too, and then we go under the armpit, and we can go a little bit down here too. And what we're doing is we're building up the energy fibers or the nerve fibers. We're building up energy in our body for us to freely use in the future. So that's kind of what this is for. And we allow ourselves to feel the energy. And then you can go, once you've done both arms, you can go like this, around the face, around the head, around the chest, the body. And then you do the same for the legs and for every other part. And you're kind of sealing in the energy. And this will make it so that you can have a stronger energetic presence. So that's something you can use. And that's where we're going to start with kind of your development, is let's focus on having you develop healing first. Because every other ability is going to come from a healing way in some sense. Psychic ability, mediumship, being an empath, developing your healing as strong as we can will make it so that you can be an amazing psychic and medium in the future if that's where you want to go with that. So, yeah. Does that help answer your questions, Doc? It just takes time and patience. Right. Practice will make it so it further develops. Let yourself practice and be gentle in the process of the practice. Don't feel like you have to do it all in one night. Don't feel like it's this rushed process. Again, rushing, that's kind of the American mindset. That's the Western mindset. As soon as we allow ourselves to relax, things come to us. When we let go of holding on to something so tightly, we can accept more, right? We have an open palm, we can accept more. When our fist is closed, we can't hold anything. But when we're open, when we're relaxed, we can be receptive. So hopefully that helps answer the question, my friend. And yeah. Okay, I'm thinking that is going to be good. You're very welcome, Doc. Very, very welcome. Love talking about that. Hi there, just like Faya. You caught me. I'm getting ready to go. I think I'm going to say goodnight here, and I will talk to you guys on Wednesday. So you guys take care. Hopefully I can see everyone there again. And sorry, Faya. You caught me right when I was leaving. I've been live almost for 4 hours, so I'm going to go, and you take care. Like and subscribe if you guys want to, and I'll address your questions the next time I'm on. Good night, my friend. Good night, Faya. Good night, Liz. Good night, Doc and Cookie and everybody. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate that. Okay. You guys take care, all right?